Hello, good morning.
आवाज रचना
Good morning.
शुरू
Good
से
morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Why very few students today? Yeah, 35. Slowly they are increasing.
35.
Yeah. What I will do is I will mute others.
आवाज ही नहीं
Hello. Can one sec. I will just unmute Deepika. Yeah. Can you hear? One of you can answer. Sanjana, can you unmute yourself? One sec. I will just unmute one person so that I can get the feedback. Sanjana, can you
Yes, ma'am.
speak?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
unmuted.
Okay, fine. So let us continue with PLSQL programming.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Last time I had sent you one Word file. I hope you have forwarded to all.
Yeah, ma'am, I have forwarded.
Okay. So the programs were simple where we had used variables, but we had initialized their values with static values. In the sense, we had not accepted the values from the user. I will just
Yes,
scroll
ma'am.
to previous screen, previous program, and then we will start. Okay. Now this is a simple program which checks if the number is less than
True.
20.
Less
If it
than
is less
20.
than 20, it will print the message A is less than 20. Else it will print the message A is not less
Is
than
not
20.
less than 20.
And then it will print the value of A is, whatever is the value of A which is stored initially. So let us quickly see. Here we have the first line, that is declare section, where we declare the variable. Here I have declared a variable of the type number whose name is A, and I have initialized it with the value 500.
500.
Then now, because I want to check the processing part, I normally do it in begin and end section, in between that. So in the begin section, now this line is a comment which I will just remove. So in the begin section, I have if statement. If syntax remains the same, if in round bracket, I check if the value of A is less than 20, then I print a message A is less than 20. But what is the value of A now? The value of A is 500.
Value of A is 500.
So this condition will evaluate to false. So the program control will go to else part. In the else part, I am just printing A is not less than 20.
Less than 20.
Okay, not less than 20. And then I have closed the if block, and then I am printing the value of A. Initially, I'm just printing whether it is less than 20 or greater than 20. Then I'm printing the value of A. the output will be like this. First it will say A is not less than 20, and then it will say value of A is 500.
500.
Okay. Now what we will do is we will do some of the programs by accepting user input. Now so far we did was we had directly put the values
Directly we
in
had
the
assigned the.
variables. Now how to accept value from the user? Actually in your previous DBMS, that is database related programs in the sense in those queries, you have already used one kind of query which is called as parametric query. So as you can see that in the
Yes.
parametric query, suppose you had to display a particular person's record. So you used to give like this. Suppose I had to display the records of Sanjana, but of a particular student. Then I'll say select star from
Start
student.
from.
I don't know which students. That user will tell me whose details I have to specify at the time of execution. Then I used to say something like this, where name equal to, I don't know the name. So I used to give something like this, ampersand name. Then how this query would get executed? Can you see what I'm typing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I will execute this query in a database, then what will be how the query will run? It will run like this. Whatever I have given in the ampersand or whatever name, whatever variable I have prefixed with ampersand, DBMS will ask me something like this. You have already realized, tried
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Enter the value for, it will say name, and then it will wait for you to enter. So suppose if you enter Sanjana, it will display the
Yes, ma'am.
records of Sanjana. It will display the detail of Sanjana. You are aware of this ampersand? So ampersand work
Yes, ma'am.
to accept the user input at the time of execution. Now same principle we are going to use here in our PLSQL program. So in this program of finding largest of three numbers, I have declared variables A, B and C of the type number. Can you see here in this program?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have declared variables, but have I initialized them?
No.
No. In our previous programs, we had initialized those variables. Now I am not, I have not initialized them. Why? Because I want to accept those values from the user. So user at the time of execution will be prompted to enter the value of A. He will be prompted to enter the value of B, then the value of C. After the user enters the values of A, B and C, then the further part of the program will continue to execute like this. The value of A,
Ma'am,
B, C will.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but a few people are not able to hear you, it seems. For them, it is coming as yours is muted. They are not able to hear the audio.
Oh, 1 sec. I'll just check with the setting.
Huh.
I'll mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am. Hello.
But I should, how will I know that whether they are able to hear now?
I think,
I should ask
your
Manisha.
audio is muted.
Yeah, now it is not muted.
Two people, and I think I'll ask. I think Malgauda was telling that for him, your audio is coming as muted.
Okay. So I will try to unmute Malgauda or
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha. Manisha, I will just try to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me today?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear.
Okay. Then who else had that problem? Manisha, is it that
Malgauda.
you could hear me now or from the beginning itself you are able to hear?
Ma'am, from beginning I could hear you.
I
Okay.
think, ma'am, only few people are there who are not able to hear us.
Yes, ma'am.
But then Manisha had the same problem in the last class. Today it is resolved for
Yes,
her.
ma'am.
I don't know whether it is from the client side or it is because of the bandwidth.
Maybe.
Malgowda, I can't see with his name. I
I
don't know. Anyways,
He's
we
not
will
able to.
continue. You just see the
Yes, ma'am.
feedback of others later. Fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. One second. Anyway, I have started recording also. Even if they are not able to hear, I will upload the video or audio. They will be able to hear
Okay,
later.
ma'am.
Fine?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
let me continue. Now, as you can see here in this program, we are accepting the values of the variables dynamically from the user, that is at the time of execution. Now, one more thing you have to understand here, for convenience purpose, I have kept both these things same. Like if a is a variable whose value I have to initialize, I have used ampersand a, but it is not compulsory that it should be same. Here I can even change with capital A, or I can just say uh, first. So user will be asked that enter the value for first, but where will the value go? It will go in A. Even if the prompted message will be enter the value for first. Why that message will be prompted like that? Because whatever string I what you can say, I append that and to after ampersand, whatever string I put, DBMS uses that string to prompt the value for. Anyway, so for convenience, what we will do is initially to avoid confusion, we will use the same variable names. User will be asked, enter the value for A, and then the value will be entered. So instead of just telling, let me execute this. Now, Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
now you have to tell me whether you can see PLSQL screen when I will switch to that.
Okay, ma'am. Now it is
Otherwise,
Word document.
now it is Word document. Uh, Sometimes it allows, or some otherwise I'll have to stop and restart the meeting. Anyways,
In restart.
so
Okay.
I will copy.
Switch. Because, ma'am, last time switching was not able to be
Yeah.
seen.
Now can you see Oracle screen? I mean the SQL screen.
No, ma'am. Still it is showing Word document.
Okay, I can just try one more option called as.
Huh.
Now you
I
could
can
see.
see the command line. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you can see that the same program I have pasted. First line is
Hmm.
declare. Then I
Declare.
have three variables just declared. Then the begin section. Then I have just initialized the values with ampersand. That means the values will be accepted from the user, and then they
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
compared, and accordingly it will be printed. Like if A is greater than B as well as A is greater than C. So here you are not supposed to use ampersand to join two conditions. You have to use A and D because ampersand has a different meaning. Then if A is greater than both the other variables, it will print A is greatest, and along with this message, I have also concatenated the value of A, which is the concatenation
Yes,
operator
ma'am.
with pipe symbols. Fine. So let me
Yes, ma'am.
just execute. Even after I have pasted this program, why this is not executing still? Because I have to
Because
end
it
it
is
with
not
forward
registering.
slash. The moment I give forward slash and I press enter, the execution has started. Now for the execution, it is asking me enter the value for A. So I will enter. Initially, I'll put the value of A as the largest. I'll put as A as 12. So it shows old value of A and new value of A as it used to show earlier. Now B value it is asking, I enter the B value as 8. Then it asks me C value, I enter it as 5. So as you clearly you can see, A value is the largest. So let us see how the if statement gets executed. So the moment I press enter, it has printed A is greatest and 12. What is 12? It is A's value
Value of
because I have printed the message like that. Here you can see. I have printed A is greatest and then I have concatenated it with the value of A. Is the program clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Any confusion others
No,
might
ma'am.
have? No, na? So just when you have to accept the values from the user, you have to put it as ampersand A. So similarly now I will not execute the programs, or anyways I will continue to execute by copying and pasting. Yeah. There are some programs which purposely I have not executed. I have just given you all for the homework, so you all can try it at home. Now I have taken the program to calculate simple interest. So can you see your program to calculate simple interest? Yes, is the screen
Yes,
visible?
ma'am.
I have declared,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
I have three variables P, T, R declared of the type number. Then simple interest, because it is going to have a fractional value, I have declared it as real. You can also declare it as number and then in bracket 8 comma 2 or 5 comma 2. You can do even like that, or you can take the data type as real. Then I have accepted the value of PTR from the user. Now here purposely what I have done is P colon equal to is assignment operator, ampersand A I have given. So what will be the message user will be prompted? User will be prompted the value, I mean enter the value for A. Why?
A.
Because I have given ampersand A. But where will the value go?
Append.
It will go into P.
P. P.
Now I will enter, because it is principal amount, I have to enter sensible amount, that is uh, value 1000 is the principal amount to be invested. What is B going, where the value for B is going to be? It is going to the variable T. So now T is time, so 2 years. Then value for C is going to get initialized in the variable R. So I will enter R is rate of interest. So suppose rate of interest is 8 rupees. I press enter. So for 2 years, for 1000, it is going to be 160. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the program was again simple. Now
Yes,
let
ma'am.
me take next program. I have several such programs, so I'm just going to execute. Now we have program to swap two numbers without using the third variable. Last time in Java you have used, you have done it in Java. So I have declared two
Yes.
variables because I'm going to swap their values. So, and then those two values I'm going to accept from the user. So you can see here begin is there, then A value, ampersand A means user will be prompted to enter the value for A. Then user will be prompted to enter the value for B. And then first I am printing the values of A and B before swapping. See how I have done the concatenation. dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. So inside that, in single quote, I'll be printing the message as before swapping. Then the value of A will be here with concatenation operator. After A, since I want to give a space, again concatenation operator, then single quote with a space in between, again single quote complete, then again two pipe symbol, that is concatenation operator, then B variable. So A space B, whatever is the content of A space, and then the content of B will be printed. Then I am performing this logic. I will not trace this logic because in the last semester we have already done that. Fine. After this calculation, as you know that B's content will go into A, A's content will go into B. So after swapping,
B.
the swapped value will be printed here. So after swapping, I have printed A and B, but then the value will be reversed. So now it is already started executing. It is asking me the value for A. I will enter A as 10. Then I will enter B as 5. I'll press enter. Now before swapping, it has printed 10 and 5. After swapping, it has printed 5 and 10, but as you can see that it is getting joined. I mean, there is no space. So to give a space, where should I give a space? Here. After swapping, then before swapping, and then I should have given a space
Single quote.
before the single quote is what you can say closed. After swapping, again space and then close the single quote. Now let me just make the correction. I'm copying this program from Word file, so it becomes easy, Word or Notepad, that you make the correction there and again copy the entire program. So as you can see that I have pasted the modified program with a space. Now it is asking me to enter the value for A. I will again enter. Is it
Excuse me,
visible?
ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, you should also unmute Sanjana. She can't also hear.
But then it is 1 sec. Now I have entered the value for A as 7 and then I press enter. B value I enter it as 10. So it will print. Press enter. It says before swapping 7. Now you can see that there is a space between after swapping and in between the number. Okay, before swapping space 7 10 and after swapping space 10 7. So this is how again the simple program, only the difference was here. I mean, I had concatenated and then the logic. Again the okay. So let us go to the next programs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what I have done is I have tried to find the modulus, that is the remainder when the first number is divided by the second. So to find mod, there is a function called as mod. So
Yes.
Okay.
I will just execute a simple program here using mod function. Now here, as you know, I have declared section. I have declared
Yes,
variable A of the type number
A.
and I have stored a value 10.
And the value as 10.
Then I have declared a variable B and I've initialized it with the value 7. I have declared the variable C, but C is still blank.
Not assigned.
C will contain the value of the remainder when
Contain
A will be divided by B.
divided
So
by
to
B.
find the remainder or the modulus value, I am going to use a function called as mod. It is called as modulus mod. So mod first parameter will be divided by the second value which we have passed. Fine. So A will be divided by B
Yes.
and whatever is the remainder that will be stored in C. So now what is the value of A? 10. Then value of 7, value of B is 7.
B
So
7.
when 10 is divided
3.
by 7, what is the remainder?
3.
3. So you can see here in the output, it is 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
showing without a message because I have not added any message. If you want to add a message,
Yes.
you can again execute the entire program. You can't only execute that line. You have to again execute the
Execute the
entire
entire
program.
The whole.
Otherwise, people may try to find a shortcut. It will not work like that. So that is why it is better we take it in a notepad.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm just taking the line and I'm modifying it. You can also modify like this, but it will be time consuming. I'll say remainder is, then what is a concatenation operator? this, but then again we have to give a
5.
space before I close the single quote, and then I press enter, I give end semicolon, then I give forward slash. So remainder is 3. Can you see? Now the same program you can do by accepting user input, that is by giving
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ampersand. Okay.
Ampersand.
Here I wanted to demonstrate the use of mod operator. Now taking the
Mod
same,
operator.
we can do even and odd program.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
So when the user is asked to enter a number and check if the entered number is even. So what is the logic we use?
Hmm.
The entered number we try to divide by 2.
Divide by
Then
2. Yes,
if the if the
remainder
remainder
is
is
0,
0, then the entered
then
value
it's a
is
even
even.
number.
Even
So
number.
let us do that program
Otherwise,
here.
yeah.
So I already have done that program to save the time. I will just copy it. So here the program is to check the entered number whether it is even or odd. So first line is declare. Now because I am accepting only one number, I have taken only one variable a, which is of the type number. Then I have declared another variable called as r, which is also of the type number.
Which stores the
Yeah, because I'm going to use it to store the remainder.
remainder.
Now, begin section. In the begin section, first I'm going to find the remainder when the, okay, first I have to accept the value of a, that is the number I have to accept from the
Yes.
user. So I have initialized a with ampersand a. So user will be prompted to enter the value for a. Then I have to find the remainder. Remainder can be found by using the modulus function. What is the first parameter? The number. And the second value is we are going to divide it by 2.
Divide by 2.
2. Somebody is doing a mischief here.
What is that on screen?
Yeah, just there maybe some student is trying to do his art here.
I will tell. Ma'am, you will understand who is doing that.
Yes, I can find it. Here it says, shows the name of the annotator, who is that artist. Now that person is tried to clear. I will handle with that person later. Why to waste others' time? Let's continue. So here you can see, let us come back to the program. I'm going to find the remainder when the a is divided by 2. So in this line you can see mod of a comma 2. So when the number a is divided by 2, it will give me the remainder which will be stored in r. Now in the next line I am trying to find if r, the remainder, is equal to 0. You can type then here itself or you can type it in the next line. Normally I have a habit of giving it in the next line. If condition then, so if the condition, if remainder is 0, then I have put the message as number is even and the value of a. Else I have put the message number is odd and then the value of a again. So now let us execute. By mistake I have pressed enter twice, so no problem, I can give slash even after I have entered many times. Even then I can give slash. So it is asking me to enter the value for a. So first let us enter the even number. So I'll enter 8. Okay, so I enter 8 and then it says number is even. Now if the same program I have to execute again, because it is a recently executed program, the moment I give forward slash again, the same program will run again.
Yeah.
So can you see here? Yeah, same in the SQL also you have done that. So when I say enter the value for A, now I'll enter the odd value.
Odd number.
You can see the odd number
Hmm.
and then it says number is odd.
Number is odd.
Is it clear? Now,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Then now
Yes,
I'll,
ma'am.
before ending the session, quickly I will display one program on looping. So there is one simple loop which is used as loop and exit. So there is a simple program here. Okay, we can even use while loop. So first I'll show using while loop. So I've taken even numbers between 1 to 10. Program to display even numbers between 1 to 10, and I have used a simple logic. What I have done is I have initialized the first number as 2, and then I went on incrementing it by 2.
Incrementing by 2.
2.
Yes, ma'am.
So that will give me all the, so here you can see. Display even numbers between 1 to 10. So first even
10.
number between the range 1 to 10 is 2. So what I have done in the declare part, I have declared a variable num1, and then of the type number I have initialized it with 2, and then I have given a begin section. I have displayed a message called as even numbers between 1 to
Even
10
numbers
are.
between 1 to 10 are.
Now I have used a while loop. What is my condition?
While loop.
That the limit is less
Number.
than or equal to 10.
Then 10.
When the number is less than or equal to 10, till then I have to do. See the syntax. While condition.
Then you have written
Then I have
loop.
to start a loop. Always
Loop.
after while and then the condition, I have to say loop. Loop indicates the beginning of the loop. There is no bracket used here. So here I have to use the word as loop instead of la
Loop.
bracket. Then whatever is there in between loop and end loop. Can you see here?
Yes, ma'am.
Loop
Yes,
and
that
end
will
loop.
get executed.
Yeah, that will be considered as the block which will go on executing in the iteration. So what I am printing in the iterative part in the while loop, first I am printing the value of number, and then I am incrementing that value. See here, I can't say num plus plus, or I'll have to check with the syntax. So how to increment? I have to initialize, that is colon equal to old value of num1 plus 2. So it will increment it by 2, and then it will go to the next again. If the after incrementing, if the value is still less than 10, then it will print. So let us take initially the value of 2. 2 is less than 10, so it will start a loop. It will print 2, then it will go to the next line. 2 plus 2, num1 will become 4. Then it will go to the while loop. Still that 4 is less than 10, so it will print 4, and then again it will be incremented to 6. Again the condition will be checked, so it will print 6. Then in the next iteration it will print 8. Then it will become 10, but still 10 is less than or equal to 10, so even 10 will be printed. Then it will become 12, then the condition will be false, and then it will come out. So the output you can see here, I am giving a slash. Even numbers between 1 to 10 are 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Can you see the output of the iteration? Yes. So this is how you have a looping statement. Now similarly in the word file of today, I have added 2 more programs. That is the same program now to decrement, or you can say to print the even numbers between 1 to 10 in the reverse order. So to print in the reverse order, what change I will have to make? I will have to go on decrementing the value from 10, 8, 6 like that. Isn't it? So initially number 1 I am going to initialize with the value 10. Then the condition will be num greater than or equal to 1.
Then or equal to 1.
1 or 2, whatever. And then I will print the value of num1, and then I will decrement. For decrementing, I have to just change the symbol, that is the operator, to minus, and then it will do the same job. Then one more program I have done. Actually, last time I had given it to the students as a homework, but now anyway it is ready in the word file, that to print the even numbers between m to n. M and n means what? Yeah.
Amend
Okay.
and
Before
send.
that, you can do one more homework program. Instead of printing the even numbers between 1 to 10, you can print 1 to n. So what is n?
Huh.
The limit is not 10. It will be
Anyone,
accepted from the
any
user.
Any
What is the
number.
value of the
user.
n? And after accepting it from the user, then you will set the limit and then you will print. Clear? So that will be the homework program.
Yes.
Now what I will
Yes,
do
ma'am.
is I will again send you the Word file after I will add those
Yes, ma'am.
programs, and I will also add the
Yes, ma'am.
homework program statements. Now
Okay.
you people have to solve that homework program statement, and I think in the Zoom there is a facility that you can upload or you can post the images. Let us see how you can do that. If possible, you can
Yes, ma'am.
upload your assignment. I will check the possibility. Otherwise, at least sincerely and honestly, you do it
Ma'am,
yourself.
we have a Zoom group chat.
Okay.
There we can actually attach files.
Okay, Sanjana. Then what you can do is you can just tell other students in the WhatsApp group about it, and then
Yes, ma'am.
I will also check. So tomorrow I want the students to do the homework and upload. There are only
Yes,
two
ma'am.
programs. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And now it's time up today. So let us end the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have a good day. Be at home. Be safe.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yeah.
But
You
study,
also
don't
be
sleep.
safe.
Okay. Chalo. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.